In 1906, baseball was changed forever. The 1906 Cubs did something that no other team has been able to beat since. They managed to get 116 wins in one regular season. Now, with all that said, there are some things to note. For starters, they only played 154 games back in those years. They would end up having 2 games that would end in a tie. And lastly, they did not win the World Series that year. They lost to their crosstown rivals, the Chicago White Sox, in a 6-game series. But since then, only one team has been able to match the glory of the Cubs by simply tying the record, and that is the 2001 Seattle Mariners with a stellar 116-win season. One thing to note is that in the year 2000, they had an amazing season where they saw 91 wins with the help of some players like shortstop Alex Rodriguez, pitcher Paul Abbott, and first baseman Edgar Martinez, to name a few. But with Alex moving on to their division rival, the Texas Rangers, the Mariners went out and got some new players. For starters, they got a Japanese player you may all know named Ichiro Suzuki. Then they got some familiar faces like their first baseman Brett Boone, who would be on his second stint, and the Sheriff, Norm Charlton, now on his third stint with the Mariners. But just like the Cubs, the Mariners unfortunately couldn't win it all and inevitably lost to the New York Yankees in the ALCS in a 5-game series. Now, with all that said, I've had an idea to see if I can make a team that could beat the record and hopefully not follow the same fate as other two teams and be able to win the World Series. Let's see if we can make it. And the team that'll be giving us the fighting chance will be your 2022 National League All-Stars team right now. We are playing as the Colorado Rockies. Here's the team as they are right now. I went ahead and got majority of the starters and some of the relievers as well. Had to move around some players as well. Nothing was concrete for sure. But this is going to be the main roster we're going to be working with. We have some players in the AAA as well as, I don't think we have any in AA. That'll be from the MLB. But regardless, if some players are doing bad and we want to move them up, we could definitely do that throughout the season. If the team decides to do that, this will be a simulation. I will not really be taking control over the team unless I see a reason to need to. Probably won't have to, but I do have everything under simulation, or under auto manage. So the team should pretty much be managed by themselves. I'm simply just an outsider looking in with this. But starting off with our team, we do have the best center fieldman in the game right now, Ronald Acuna Jr. from the Braves, 99 overall. Then we grab Juan Soto, Nolan Arenado, Bryce Harper, Corbin Burns, Manny Machado, Trey Turner, Freddie Freeman, Clayton Kershaw, Mookie Betts, Will Smith, Tony Edman, Paul Goldschmidt, Devin Williams, Max Fried, Wilson Contreras, Jace Hader, Sandy Alcantara, Jazz Chisholm, something like that, Joe Musgrove, Kyle Schwarber, Edwin Diaz, Jonathan Daza, Dom Nunez, Ryan Hasley, Tyler Kenley, and Julian Fernandez. Now, some of those relieving pitchers probably already started with the Rockies. They probably won't see much of the field anyways, but regardless, that's the team. That's pretty much the all-star team to the point. So, got a lot of stars on the team, as you can see right there. Definitely should be very exciting to see what all is going to go down. Now, let's hop into the roster and not the roster. Let's hop into the lineup and see how we're going to line up the team real quick. Now, as for lineups, this is an area that I'm not too amazing with. I'm not sure what would be the best way to control all this, so I'm just going to kind of run over what the computer already has generated and kind of make any changes if I see fit. I quite like the way everything's set up right now as far as lineups go, so I won't be making any changes as for right now. I probably will sim some of the season, kind of look back, kind of see how everyone's doing, and then kind of jump back and forth between simulating and then looking at the stats and all that. But let me run over any more things and make sure I have everything buckled before we hop into the season. So I'll be right back. All right, and that brings us to our first game. It's going to be against the Los Angeles Dodgers. Let's go ahead and sim all to next month. Get the last game of there. Let's go ahead and sim through dates. Alrighty, so here we go. We got a few games ahead. We've only lost 2 games so far in this month. That makes 3 now. 4 games lost. 5, 6, 7, So 7 total games lost. We're 20-7 right now. We did win the first game against the Dodgers. So with that said, let's go ahead and hop to the stats. Let's kind of see how everyone's looking at, and we'll kind of see how many more games we can lose before we miss that 116 win season. So as far as the seasons are going right now, Bryce Harper has the most home runs with 11. Everyone else is, not too far off from him. He's kind of the outlier right there. The only one sort of close will be Manny Machado. The boys are hitting very, very well right now. A couple stolen base. So far, the most is from Trey Turner. Matches this same amount. Bryce Harper home runs, which will be 7. Best average right now is currently from Kyle Schwarber, but it's only because he played 2 games. So it looks like the best active one so far is probably going to be Ronald Acuna with 330 right now, with 32 total hits, 15 total RBIs. Of course, Bryce Harper has over 30 RBIs with 31. So all around, pretty good season so far. Pretty good showcase from a lot of players right now. It's kind of to be expected. They're pretty much the best players in the, at least for the National League team. So obviously they're going to be playing very, very well regardless. So that's going to be it for a little update. Let's hop back into the calendar and see what we do in the next month. Back on the calendars now. After some quick math, I have found out that we can lose up to 46 games. So hopefully we don't get close to that. I would like to beat the record, but it could be happening anytime soon for sure. But the team looks very, very well. We are definitely above 500 right now. We are looking at after this month. We do have after May, we end up now having 16 total losses, 39 total wins. So very good so far. We're definitely on track to should be able to beat the record. Let's hop back into the standings. Well, standings right here, as you can see right here, we're definitely ahead of everyone. 5 games ahead of the Padres. See how we're doing in the entire league. So it looks like we're having the best season so far, 39-16. Statistics. Bryce Harper now has 18 total home runs, but Ronald Acuna is right behind him with 16 total home runs now. Mookie Betts has moved up to 13 home runs. Will Smith now has 12 home runs. So the bats are waking up for them a whole lot more now. As far as RBIs go, I believe Bryce Harper will have the leg up on everyone for that one as well. Seems to be the case. Let's see what else we got going at we already did RBIs. Stolen bases. Trey Turner now has 15 total stolen bases, so a very speedy little shortstop right there to get some advantages when he can on the bases. So very happy about that. As far as more active averages are going, it seems that Juan Soto now has a little bit better as he's hitting just a little above 300. Everyone's kind of dipping low in their averages right now. That seems to be a trend for most guys right now, so hopefully they can get that fixed and be able to get back to their more all-star playing ways sooner than rather later. So that's a little update for there. Let's hop into the next month and see what happens. Now in the month of June, as we already have 16 total losses on our season right now. I don't even care what the trade offer is. I don't care for it. What would you like to do? Just simulate the draft. Probably it's going to be a one-year thing, so I'm not really trying to build the team. We already have pretty much the best team as far as a National League team can go. So shouldn't be much rebuilding as far as that end. Now in month June, looks like we're going to end it with 23 total losses. So we're 58-23. I think that might be the half marker as well. I believe June. Yeah, sort of. Looks like maybe midway through July might be the more official halfway marker. But regardless, we got 23 more losses before the season's over, and then we're gonna be losing out on our record right there. So hopefully, teams got to pull it together, see what they can do to hopefully not lose that. Keep the rails still going for that one. Standing wise, we're still leagues above the other team, 10.5 games above the Padres. And the only team that's in the 50s is the White Sox right now, but they're still 8 games behind us, but they're in the American League, so it doesn't really matter that much. So there's little updates on the standings. As far as statistics go, Ronald Acuna has the most home runs, it seems like, as Bryce Harper is currently placed on IL right now. It seems that he's been injured. So let's actually check that out real fast. For a broken hand, he's out for 1 to 2 months. So he's out for right now. Jeff McNeil on the AAA team is out, and then another player, Scott Schiebler. But Ronald Acuna. My gosh. Bryce Harper is currently out for right now. I don't know how much he served. It seems like he says he's on a 10-day injured list, so it must not have much longer before he should be coming back for us. So should be expecting him very soon. But as for us, like I said, we have been playing decent. You know, we only got 23 more losses, and we're going to end up losing on that record end. So hopefully we'd like to get back to that, kind of back to the stats so far on the season as we are at right now. Looks like Acuna, I don't know why I keep messing that up, also seems to have the most RBIs as well for the team. Stolen bases, yeah, Trey Turner is still killing it with 20 total stolen bases. The boys are hitting a little bit better now. Acuna's in the 3s, as well as Mookie. Bryce Harper, even though he's injured, is right there. So still hitting very well, still doing very well. Just 23 more losses, and then we're kind of missing out on that opportunity right there. So let's hop back into the calendar and see what all we can do. I believe in the month of July. In July it is also home run derby, all-star game month, as y'all all know. So let's go ahead and simulate it. Like I said, we only got 23 more losses, so we need to. Okay, skip. So need to do what we can, as it looks like we're doing very well so far, undefeated right now. And as I say that, then we lose. Then we go on a 3-game losing streak against very formidable teams right there. Today's the All-Star Game of the Futures. Would you like to stop simulating? No. Skip. And today is, would you like to stop simulating? No. Hey, and we even defeat the American League this year, so very exciting about that. One of your user control teams as all-star players. Would you like to stop simulating? No. All right, and okay. So a lot going on so far in the month of July. We've as the trade deadline is now over, we ended the month only losing 3 of the games. So total of 6 games. So now we have 29 losses. So not very many more to go before we're out of the opportunity of being able to beat the record. But still, a very, very amazing season we're having so far. And of course, I want to go ahead and bring y'all this video only because the All-Star Game is supposed to be today on my calendar. Today is July 19th. We can get it right here. So July 19th, as you can see right there, it's All-Star Game week for me today. So I was trying to hurry up and get this video out for y'all. So I hope it can kind of time up perfectly. So y'all can go ahead and give it an opportunity to give it a shot to watch the video. If y'all do like the video at this point, would love for y'all to give me a like. You know, give it an opportunity. See the rest of the video through. If you really, really like what you're watching, I make Road to the Show videos, as some of y'all may know. I have a character right now who's currently still in the AAA, going into Season 2, kind of been battling with himself. After a very demoralizing Season 1 ending, we are bouncing back after this season, hopefully to keep climbing and keep tearing up AAA to hopefully move on to the MLB. So that's something you'd like to watch. Definitely tune into my other series, my Road to the Show series. But after that, let's continue now in the month of August and see what all we can do. But before we jump in the month of August, we are going to check out the statistics real quick, as looks like the home run leader is still going to be Ronald Acuna Jr. with 39 total this season so far. As far as RBIs go, he is also the top man with 89 total RBIs. Trey Turner now has 33 total stolen bases. That kid is stealing bases as fast as he can possibly take them, so that is amazing right there. Very, very amazing right there. Tommy Edmonds in the 300s. Juan Soto hitting 315. Acuna is hitting 339. Mookie Betts 310. Bryce Harper still injured, so hasn't changed much for him, unfortunately. We should be getting him back, if not at the end of this season, end of this month, maybe the next month, beginning of next month, we should get him back. So expect him to come back very, very soon to make a big splash on the season. Let's go and hop to the rec calendar and see what all we can do in the month of August. All right, now we're in August. It's already already a couple losses on the month so far. We're up to 31 losses now. Not very many more to go, and then we'll be unfortunately losing the opportunity of getting the record. from the 1906 Cubs and the 2001 Seattle Mariners. We are going to end month of August with 35 total losses. I believe that gives us, 11 more losses, I think it was? Yeah, 46. So we have 11 more losses, and we only got pretty much one more month left. So it's getting very, very close. We definitely could fall apart and lose the opportunity to win it, but the way it's looking right now, it's looking like we might have the opportunity to beat the record and go ahead and boast as the best team in all of baseball. So let's hop into the statistics real fast. See kind of how the players are playing now. Home run wise, it's still Acuna. He's got 48 on the season now. RBIs, he also has 117. Mookie Betts with 97, that's very good. Freddie Freeman with 105. Manny Machado with 95. So nothing to sweat at right there. And now Trey Turner has 50 total stolen bases. I'm going to go ahead and kind of go through all the records that might be broken. I don't know if this necessarily could be a record that he's breaking right now. I'm not too sure on the records as far as stolen bases in a season, but definitely doing a very, very job to do what he can to get as many stolen bases as possible. So we really, really like that from him. He's doing an amazing job for us right now. As far as batting average goes, Juan Soto's still in the 310s. Acuna's 338. Mookie Betts is 327. And that's going to do it for the more active guys hitting the 300s right now. Still very, very good from everyone. And I believe Bryce Harper, I believe he's back now, so we should be seeing, yeah, he's definitely back. His numbers have changed a little bit, so he's definitely had a little bit of appearance from last month, hopping into the next month now. He definitely should be a more active role for him. Let's hop into the calendar and see what we do. All right, in the month of September, we have 11 total losses that we cannot take. So doing everything we can the rest of this month, last 2 games of next month. Hopefully we can do what we need to. Hopefully we can do what it needs to take to break the record, be the best team, and still hopefully have chances to play in the World Series and see what we can do in there. Gonna start off have 25 players on active roster. Just mix that. So we're gonna go ahead and get a bunch of wins right here. We do end up having 1 loss to the Milwaukee Brewers, but so far we have only lost now 2 games and 3 games, 4, 5, 6 games, 7 games, 8, 9. Oh, we are so close. No. Okay, we have 2 more losses and we have 2 more games. As you can see right there, we have at least tied the world record, so we can at least say we are just as good as the other 2 teams. And before we simulate these 2 games right here, we're going to hop into the statistics, see how we're doing as far as team players-wise. The home run leader is still Acuna, holding it down with 55 total home runs. Manny Machado with 41 on the season. Mookie with 33. Bryce Harper with 28. Now that he's back, still doing a very good showcase from him, as he has been doing a fantastic job, even at coming back after injuries. Stolen bases, Trey Turner is still tearing it up with 61 total stolen bases. The only man closest, I believe, is going to be Mookie Betts with 23. So as you can see, a very, very big margin between those 2 right there. So very exciting about that. RBI-wise, Mookie has 105. Ronald Acuna has 136. Juan Soto has 104. And Manny Machado with 118 on the season so far. 300 hitters, we got Freddie Freeman at 295. Juan Soto at 316. Acuna at 322. We have Mookie at 317. And then Bryce back in his hitting ways, 306 right now. Unfortunately, I completely forgot about the pitchers, so whoops. It is what it is at this point. But we'll go ahead and go over the pitchers real quick. At least we'll go over the starting pitchers right now. So Corbin Burns has been pretty much our ace the entire season. He's 18-3. Then we have Sandy Alcantara, 17-5. Clayton Kershaw was 17-7. Joe Musgrove, 17-5. And Max Fried, 16-4. So very, very showcase from all those players. As you can see, a lot of strikeouts. Corbin Burns with over 200 already on the season. ERAs are pretty good. They're pretty low. Nothing crazy. Whips, pretty well as well. Pretty low, so we like that. They've all played the same amount of games, so very even across those boards. The winning percentage, the most winning one is, of course, Corbin with 857 percentile of being able to win. So I'll kind of breeze through this. If y'all really care about it, about the pitchers, y'all can go ahead and stop and look at the statistics the way you want to. But that's going to be just about everything. I believe everything else is 0. So yeah. Relieving pitchers, we've had not the best from them, but Julian Fernandez has done the best for us when he comes in to relieve. 5 of 1 is his record right now. Kind of go over this real quick. Strikeout wise, Devin Williams has the most with 74. ERA is very low for him actually at 2.92. Julian does have a 5.56, so not great, but doing the best he can. And I'll kind of go over this real quick. And pretty much that's going to be about it. Closing pitchers, Edwin Diaz has been an absolutely amazing closing pitcher for us. 9 total closes, 1 loss he could not get, 1 save, 5 saves for Josh Hader, who is 3-5 on the season. So strikeouts are very well from both players. ERA is not the greatest from Josh. He's 5.52 right now. WHIP is both low from both pitchers, so very good on that sense. And yeah, this is blown saves. 5 from Edwin Diaz and 4 from Josh Hader, so not great right there. Would like them to get a little bit lower, a little bit under the 3s, I think would be best, because they don't have very many opportunities to come in, so when they do, we would like to see them take advantage of it and still get the saves and the wins that they need to. So that's going to do it for the statistics right now. Let's hop into the standings real quick. As you can see, we are 28 games ahead of the Giants. We have clearly clinched a postseason appearance. We've even clinched a division and best record, so pretty hard not to have that for us. The best team after that would be the Blue Jays have 93, the White Sox have 104, Astros 96, Angels 90. So looks like the best was the White Sox with 104 total wins, so they're only 12 games behind us. They are also in the American League, so not very big competition for us right now, but we will see them maybe in the playoffs, maybe in the World Series. So very exciting about that. Hopefully we can do what we can against them if that comes to be the case. But I think it's time now. We have 2 losses to make, and we have 2 more games. And if we lose those 2 games, we have essentially tied the series or tied the world record. So would like to at least get the win, at least break it. If all else, let's see if we can do just that. We're going to sim this one game right here. And we lost. Okay, so 1 more game against the Dodgers. We have to win this last game to break the record, or at least tie it if we lose right here. So let's see what's going to happen, and we are going to break it, boys. We have beaten a over 100-year-old record with the National League All-Stars. Very, very close record that we just barely notched by. Took the last game of the season to be able to do what we need to do to break that record. But still an amazing performance from the team. The 2022 National League All-Star teams are world record holders now as a team for the Colorado Rockies. As far as statistics, not much has changed, but this is the end of the regular season. Our most home running hitting players, of course, as you all may know, Ronald Acuna Jr. with 56 total home runs. We then have second place, I believe maybe Manny Machado with 41. Then we got Freddie Freeman possibly with 36. Mookie with 34. Juan Soto with 33. So still amazing performances from all these guys. Still doing what they need to do to perform and showcase the way they need to. Home RBIs wise, we have Ronald with 141. Behind him closely is Manny Machado with 120. Freddie with 115, Juan Soto with 104, Mookie Betts ahead of Juan Soto with 106, Bryce Harper with 78, so not a bad year from him after getting injured. Still managed to get just under 30 home runs and just under 80 RBIs in a season, just over 70 runs as well, so very good from him. End the season with a 301 batting average as well, so good job from him. Mookie had 322, Acuna with a 324, Juan with 314, Freddie with 293, and then Manny Machado with the 282. Pitcher-wise, here's going to be the end of the season for the pitchers. Not going to go over it too heavily. Not much has changed for them. So we'll just kind of breeze through this real fast. No closers had to come out in the last 2 games, so excited about that. And yeah, it should be It's postseason now. Actually, let's check out, see if they have. Yeah, let's do league leaders. So league leader wise, the batting average, it was a Ronald Acuna Jr. Number 1 with a 324. Mookie had a 322, and Juan Soto with a 314, taking the first, second, and third positions in the National League. Hits, Ronald was just behind Luis Garcia with just 7 less hits than him. Luis also had more at bats, so that kind of makes sense. More opportunities to hit the bat than hit the ball than Ronald, but also Trey Turner right here had just under him with 639 total attempts. Trey Turner with 50 total doubles. Triples, we had Trey Turner with 8, so very good from him. Home runs, of course, 56 total from Ronald Acuna Jr., 41, of course, from Manny Machado, and then the teammate of Manny Machado in real life for the San Diego Padres, Fernando Tatis Jr., also had 41, and right behind, or right next to them actually, Austin Riley from the Braves with 41 as well. Freddie Freeman down here with 36, so can't knock that at all. RBIs wise, of course, Ronald had the most with 141. Manny was third with 120. Freddie was fourth with 115. Mookie was sixth with 106, and Juan Soto was seventh with 104. Runs total, it was Ronald Acuna just ahead of Trey Turner with 2 extra ones. Trey Turner was second, Juan Soto third. Mookie Betts fourth, and Freddie Freeman seventh, and Manny Machado ninth to round out the top 10. Stolen bases, yeah, that one was pretty apparent from even from our players. Trey Turner had 61 total stolen bases, so just behind him, or actually not just behind him at all, extremely far behind him, number 2 was Fernando Tatis Jr. with 29. So yeah, pretty big margin right there between those two players when it comes to stolen bases. Trey Turner just had it figured out this season. He knew what he needed to do, and he definitely executed it the best he could. Base on balls, so walks. Juan Soto had the most with 102. Freddie Freeman was 6th with 82. On base percentage was Juan Soto, of course, then Mookie Betts, and then Ronald Acuna Jr. to round at the top 3. Slugging percentage, Ronald Acuna, Mookie Betts, and Fernando Tatis to round out the top 3. OPS was Ronald Acuna, Mookie Betts, and then Juan Soto. Wins for pitchers was Logan Webb for the Giants. He had the most with 19. Corbin Burns was right behind him with 18. And then Max Fried had 17. Clayton Kershaw had 17 as well. Joe Musgrove and Sandy Alcantara all had 17 as well. Also mixed in are these players right here, so I can't forget them. Losses, Corbin Burns had the second most losses with 4. Then Max Fried, and then Joe Musgrove, and then Sandy Alcantara. So kind of the top on both, but it is what it is. Saves, Devin Williams was our best relief pitcher and the best relief pitcher as far as saves go this season with 46 total saves. The ERA, the lowest ERA was for Jake DeGrom with 2.05. Our best is Sandy Alcantara with a 3.01. Home runs allowed. Hopefully don't see our guys anywhere close in this one. Yeah, nowhere close at all. Tied for 20th is Corbin Burns with 21 total RBIs allowed. Shutouts, not much happening on our end from there either. Corbin Burns had 2, as well as Sandy Alcantara, so very good from them to be 10th with everyone else. Strikeouts, Corbin Burns right behind Jacob deGrom with 207 total strikeouts. Don't see anybody else in the top 10, so that's going to do it for that. Complete games, Jacob deGrom had 8. Clayton Kershaw had 4 to tie 4th with Aaron Nola. And Corbin Burns tied 6th with 3 total complete games. Innings pitched, Sandy Alcantara and Corbin Burns take 3rd and 4th. Walks allowed, Clayton Kershaw has 44. He is tied for 3rd with Alex Wood and Jacob deGrom. Lowest whip is Jacob deGrom. Then 3rd place will be Sandy Alcantara with a 1.02. Pitching WAR, Corbin Burns had a 5.0 pitching WAR. Batting WAR, Ronald Acuna had a 10.7, so very good from him. I mean, you can see our top 5 guys are all from the Rockies, so pretty good from there. And now we're back in the batting average. So let's check out the awards and see Yeah. Let's check out the awards, see who the MVP is. It, of course, is Ronald Acuna Jr. with a 324 average, 56 total home runs, and 151 RBIs on the season. Manny was right behind him, though, second in the positions with a second-place victory as far as MVP votes go. The Cy Young winner, Corbin Burns, just missed it from Jacob deGrom, so Corbin Burns right behind him, unfortunately. Batting title, I mean, you see nothing but purple as the top three. Ronald Acuna takes the title. Reliever of the year, Devin Williams just behind him. I mean, yeah, lower ERA, but he had more saves and way more strikeouts, so I feel like Devin kind of got robbed of that one from Giovanni Gallegos. So, unfortunate for that. Rookie of the year, we weren't really fighting for that one. Hank Aaron, it goes to Ronald Acuna Jr. Gold Glove pitcher goes to Joe Musgrove. Gold Glove catcher, not us. Gold Glove first baseman, not us. Second base, no. Third base, no. Shortstop, no. Left field, no. Center, no. Right field, no. So, none of that from us. Will Smith was second in place for the Silver Slugger catcher. Freddie Freeman got first, got the silver and first for first base. Tommy Edman was in third for second base. Manny Machado got third, got silver for third base. Trey Turner was right behind Fernando Tatis for Silver Slugger for shortstop. Ronald Acuna did get the outfield Silver Slugger. Juan Soto was right behind him. Looks like Juan Soto was also right behind Austin Meadows, who is now on the Pittsburgh Pirates. Interesting. There we have Mookie Betts and Juan Soto getting the Silver Slugger for right field or outfield. Have not done the World Series yet, and that's going to do it. Once again, like I said, Ronald Acuna Jr. is your MVP for the National League team in 2022. Your American League MVP is Giancarlo Stanton from the New York Yankees. 55 total home runs, 116 RBIs. Just right behind us with the home runs, but just a little bit far behind us as when it comes to RBIs. Good season right there from Giancarlo Stanton. That's gonna pretty much do it. We're gonna hop into the playoffs. So let's see what happens. Congratulations, your team have finished the season 117-45 and won the division. You taking on the winner of the wild card playoff. All right, real quick, actually, I do want to see. Does it not have the? Doesn't seem to have anywhere where it has the records and all that. So unfortunately, we won't be able to find out right now as far as records go. I'll kind of do a little off screen. May add it into the video later on as far as let's see if Trey Turner had the most stolen bases. I think he believed in the season was 61 or something like that. I'll recheck when the episode's over, but that's it. We're in the playoffs. We will be taking on either Philadelphia or San Francisco. So let's hop into the calendar and let's get to right here. It is going to be the San Francisco Giants in a 7-game series for the NLDS. We advanced. Of course, San Francisco advanced. Then it's going to be St. Louis and the Mets above us. For American League, it's Toronto and Houston, Tampa Bay, and Chicago White Sox. So, as far as Game 1 goes, we're going to go ahead and sim that one. We're going to win the game 6-4. Game 2, here we go. We're also going to win that one. So 2-0 already. Now we're heading on the road to San Francisco, already with a 2-0 lead. 3 more games, I'm sorry, it's a 5-game series. 1 more game, and we are out of here. So let's go ahead and end it right here. And we do just that. The Rockies have won the National League Division and will be taking on either the Mets or Cardinals in the championship. All right, let's check out the standings real quick. The Cardinals are 2-1 over the Mets. Toronto is 2-0 over Houston. And Tampa Bay and Chicago are tied right now. So let's go ahead and advance to this game. And we'll be playing the St. Louis Cardinals. They went ahead and beat the Mets 3-1. Toronto swept Houston 3-0. And Tampa Bay went ahead and beat the the White Sox 3-1. So it's going to be Toronto and Tampa Bay in the ALCS, and Colorado and St. Louis Cardinals in the NLCS. So this is going to be a 7-game series. So we're home for the first 2 games. Let's see how it goes. Game number 1, we're going to lose 2-3. Game number 2, we're going to win. Tie the series 1-1. Now heading to the Cardinals home for a 3-game stretch. We are going to win the first game 2-1. 2 more games and we are off to the World Series. We won game number 4. 3-1 is the record now. And we lose a 1-0 game right there. Nail-biter game right there. Had a chance. Couldn't do it. 3-2 is the series right now. If St. Louis ties, we are going to a game 7. Game number 6 ends with a tie. So this is it right here. The series is 3-3. Let's check out our opposers. Toronto and Tampa Bay are going into a game 6 right there. So game number 7 for the NLCS right here is all on the line. Let's not fall to the same face as the other boys. This will be like the Mariners losing it in the National League, losing it in the championships series, and we are going to advance. So we advance and we're taking on the Toronto Blue Jays in the 2022 World Series. Whew. All right. So it's going to be, of course, a 7-game series. We're starting home for game number 1. We're going to wait. Let's check out the statistics real quick. See how everyone's doing in the postseason right now. Bryce Harper is boasting 10 total hits, no home runs. The most home runs is coming from Juan Soto with 5 total home runs. Freddie Freeman has 4 on the season. As far as hits go, Juan Soto is definitely clearing it with 18 total hits on the postseason. Right behind him, though, was Trey Turner with 17. Trey Turner not stealing as much as he was before, but definitely has an amazing average so far, hitting 386, so getting on base a lot. So we like that. 2 total stolen bases for him, tying it with Juan Soto and Manny Machado. Anyone else? Nope. Just those 3 guys have the most stolen bases. As far as runs go, Juan Soto does have 12. He has the most, it seems like. Yes, he does. And, yeah, that's going to be about it. Let's hop into the pitchers, see how they're doing. Max Fried is 2-1 on the postseason. Sandy Alcantara 2-0. Corbin Burns 1-1. And Joe Musgrove 1-0. Clayton Kershaw hasn't even been given an opportunity in the postseason yet. That's pretty crazy. He's still a very good player. 86. I mean, he's not the worst for sure. Our best is Corbin Burns at 93. So not the worst, but he's doing what he can when he gets the opportunities. Tyler Kinley 1-1 as far as relieving, and we have not used a closing pitcher yet. So this is it, boys. This is the World Series, 2022 World Series, Toronto Blue Jays, Colorado Rockies. Let's hop into Game 1. We are going to win Game 1 commandingly, 9-2 win right there against the Blue Jays. Game number 2 is underway, and it is going to be a loss. This time kind of flipped it, 2-7 for the Blue Jays. Tie the series 1-1. We are on the road to the Blue Jays' home field. Let's see how Game number 3 is going to go, and it is going to be another win. 7-2 is the total score. Game number 4 is a loss. 2-6 is a score. Game number 5, we are going to win 3-2. One more win in the season, and we will be the world record for wins on a season, team record for wins on a season, 117 total wins, 45 total losses, and we are just 1 win away from being World Series champions. Toronto Blue Jays, we are home. Let's see what we can do in Game 6. And that's it. We are the World Series champions. The Rockies, Colorado Rockies, the National League All-Stars have been able to figure it out and do what they need to do to not only be the world record holders for total wins in a season, but also, unlike the other guys, have the record, beat the record, and then win the World Series. So very amazing season from them. Couldn't have believed it was going to be this amazing. This close to 117, I mean, just 1 win over the actual record. That's pretty crazy. Came down to the last game of the season against the Dodgers of all teams. So glad we were able to figure that out and be able to do what we need to do. We are World Series champs. Took 6 games, but we did what we needed to do. Let's go to awards now. As that's going to do it for that. World Series MVP was Jazz Chisholm. That's pretty crazy. Our second baseman, Jazz Chisholm, takes the World Series MVP. And postseason MVP was Juan Soto. So Very, very cool right there. Did not expect those two guys to figure it out and be the MVPs when it came to the postseason and the World Series, but glad we had them and glad they could figure it out. As far as statistics go, one last overtake before the video is over. Home runs, Juan Soto still had 7. Freddie Freeman came up and had 7 as well. A lot more home runs. A lot more guys had opportunities to get home runs, it seemed like. Bryce Harper ended up getting 1. Juan Soto had 19 total RBIs. It seemed like Trey Turner, Ronald Acuna Jr., and Bryce Harper all tied with 10. Freddie Freeman had 11. Stolen bases, it should be Trey Turner's one to win, and it is, of course, his to win. 4 total stolen bases for Trey Turner. Excuse me. Other 2 guys that were in the race as well could not get any more, so they're going to stay with 2. As far as hits go, Juan Soto, of course, with the most, had 25. Right behind him, though, was Trey with 23. Both had very good averages on the postseason as well. I mean, especially for Juan Soto, almost a 400 batting average. So very good from him to clutch up when he needed to in the playoffs. I mean, he ended up getting the postseason MVP, so it definitely shows that he was doing what he needed to do. But Jazz, I mean, he was the MVP of the World Series. As far as the postseason went, he had 39 total at-bats, 5 runs scored, 10 hits, 2 home runs, and 7 RBIs, and 1 stolen base, boasting a .256 average. And the postseason MVP, Juan Soto, had 64 at-bats, 15 total hits, 64 at-bats, 15 runs, 25 hits, and 7 home runs, boasting 19 RBIs and 2 stolen bases as well, with a very impressive .391 ERA as well. So slugging was .781. I mean, that's pretty amazing right there. See who all got triples: Trey Turner, Juan Soto, Will Smith, Tommy Edman, and Wilson Contreras are going to be guys with triples. So pretty cool right there. And I think that's just gonna about do it. That's gonna do it. One more overtake on the team real fast, just in case anyone was wondering. Here we go. Here are the boys. The 2022 National League All-Star team has been able to do what they needed to do to not only beat the record, a 100-year-old record set from 1906 by the Chicago Cubs, to then be tied in 2001 by the Seattle Mariners. They have been able to edge out just 1 extra win to get the record at 117 now. Very, very, very amazing from these guys to do what they need to do to get the wins when it mattered, when it counted. And not only that, go on to the postseason, do what they needed to do, grind it out, not be easy and not be hard, figure it out when it mattered, and win the World Series against the Toronto Blue Jays. So very, very amazing season right here. A season that no one will forget, that's for sure. A season from the Colorado Rockies no one thought would happen. And just a very, very exciting thing right here. Glad we all got to experience it. Man, this is just going over the playoff bracket real quick. I mean, we did sweep the San Francisco Giants. They weren't much trouble, but when it came to the the St. Louis Cardinals, we ended up going to a Game 7, and then we had to go to a Game 6 for the Toronto Blue Jays. So very, very stressful season, playoff season, postseason right there that we didn't expect would happen, but regardless, it is what happened. But we still end up on top as the top dogs in 2022. But with all that said, now, can the American League All-Stars do it?